Welcome to Niker's Bullpen. I'm Nick, and today we're going to go over the SPY. So let's go ahead and jump right over to the charts. And today I want to do something a little different. Today I want to actually do some analyzing of the chart to see how things can play out today, and go over about what happened yesterday, maybe even the day before, to get an idea, right, of what may be inspired to happen today. So when analyzing charts, the first thing you want to do, right, is always look back to the left. Back to the left is basically saying, hey, there's today over here. I want to check what's going on over here, up here, right? Uh, Try to get an idea of where we could be going, where we're not going to go. Things of this nature will get us a little bit more insight of how today will play out. So for now, let's go ahead and all this. There you go. Now I'm going to take this line here, right? Not much respect on this line, so I may not be keeping this line much longer. We do get some reaction, but not enough to make me want to say, you know what, I want to keep it. It's not having the same reaction as it did before. So now that it's not having the same reaction as it did before, I don't think I'm really ready to keep it. See, it only had this reaction here and here, right? So that's the reason why I kind of kept it so far because it reacted very well. Couldn't stay over here. This was a great entry point for a lot of us to get in on. And of course, it came up, retapped us here, came up, So, I mean, this from here to here is a good move. So, I see a lot of potential for this one, but not so much. I see it hitting the 200 SMA a lot more definitively than it does on this little line here. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and just do that. Let's go ahead and just remove that one. And let's see what else we got here. All right, we see this one does have some reactions, right? So we're going to keep that one still. We're going to pull it back a little further as the day goes. Let's see here. Now, if you notice, we kind of have a double top here. You see right here in pre-market, 2:45 this morning, and around 8:15, was that 8:15, whatever it is, 8 o'clock this morning, right? We get a little double top there. Also happens to be, a little reaction right here. Let's see. Let's go. Whoop, that'll work. Let's back all the way up. All these doggone levels. Let's see here. Let's see. 387.62. You see why this one's kind of, see where my mouse is, right? See why this is significant, right? Go all the way down here. I think that right there, right? Just backtrack that. Yep, right there. You see, it's a real thin line off my mouse to the right, the little horizontal line, or excuse me, that vertical line. No, I said that right the first time. The horizontal line, right? So that keeps it about right at 387.20, 62. So we need to break under here. Let's see, how far can we go? Let's see. 386.16 is going to be a hard one to break through. See this right here? If we can get to 386.16 to break under 386.16, we can definitely get some lower range. But you see how 384 is just as strong, 384.94, right? Then you got this we got to deal with. Hmm. Let's see. Like I said, we're just analyzing today, right? Because people wonder, how can you, what do you do? What's your process in analyzing these charts to make you as accurate as you are? Well, I'm showing you today how we analyze the charts, right? Kind of get an idea of what we're looking at, what we're going to be seeing. Also, maybe if all we gotta do is just be correct at reading the chart. If we're correct in reading the chart, then we can find ourselves making money, taking better positions, taking more profits, right? Not getting stomped out or taking losses. So that's what we're doing right now. So as you notice, right, back year ago, uh, January 10th, and then January 11th, you see how we were respecting the 390.48, right? Then we came up, started tapping these levels up here. Okay, we couldn't get over 398.79 and stay over it. People thought that we were breaking out here. Everybody was trying to go calls here, right? And as soon as it got to here, I just said it. Look, 410 cents. Put your order in. 410 cents is in the thesis. It's in the previous video if you want to verify that. It's in my thesis. It states that if it can't get over 410 cents, of course she's going to be pulling downward. Now I only said about things like 394-ish area, basically around here, right? Is what I said. This is what I'm looking for because $400 to here is an average price range, $4 to $6 for the SPY in this current environment. So it gave us a lot more, a heck of a lot more. So now we come down here. Again, people were thinking it was going to fill the gap because of how far she fell, right? And same thing. I told my guys, buy a 390. What did they do? They bought 390. They made money along this little line right here in these little 3 hours. Okay. Now a lot of us, because we made our money, I made over 200% on our positions. You know, we went home for the day. You know, 11, close to yeah, almost 12 o'clock. We went home for the day. Then of course she rallied back up, which is no big deal. You know, we made our money. We're done. We could wash our hands and be done for the day. Go have some fun. Comes back up. You see how it could not get back over 390.48. Continues that as resistance. So I'm expecting it to be doing the same thing again today. I'm expecting this 390.48 to resist. Also, there's the 50 coming trucking down. I believe she'll get to 390.48 by market open, and I believe that's where we're going to hit. We're going to hit here on market open, and then we're going to tumble here, around here or here, 386.16, 384.94. I think it's right here. I think we're going to bounce here, kind of do like a lowercase h, and then fall to 384.94. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Let's see. I just see these levels have been here for a minute, right? And which keeps me from having to do too much extensive drawing out and looking over because all the levels are already there. Because this is the consolidation area, and we're still over this consolidation area. The consolidation area is right here, right? Is at 387.62, right above it. So as long as we stay above this, we're outside the consolidation area. But if we jump back in here, you'll notice how all my levels kind of do make sense. Okay. Now, in order to get under this consolidation area, we need to break obviously under 380, 378.70. Now, this is what I call over expectations. Okay, being over expecting this stock to do something it doesn't always or do on average. It does have its moments, right? From 383 all the way down to 376. It has this moment here. All right, from here 395 all the way down to 388. See, that's a $7 move. Let's see this big one right here. All right, around 375 all the way up to 394. I mean, she has her seldom moments right here. Is another good one. 393 all the way up to 407. So she has her moments where she does pull up hard, right? Does a 10 to $12 move, right? Every once in a while she does do this, but her average price range is between $4 to $6. So that's what I look for. If it gives me a $12, $14 day, bravo, I'm happy. Absolutely. But I manage my expectations based on the average price range of the chart that I look for, and that way I know exactly where to take profits, and I know when to scale up if she decides to give me a $12 day versus just an average $4 to $6 day. Now I can start averaging, I can start not averaging up, but start scaling up my stop loss to lock in more profits along the way until she finally says, okay, I'm done. That's enough giving money away. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we're looking over right now. So now we're going to go check on the daily chart. Your best friend as an intraday trader is your daily chart and your hourly chart. You got to take care of that. You got to look after those. Because if you don't, you're going to fail because you're not reading the whole picture. All right? Got to read the whole picture. If you're not reading the whole picture, you're going to find some issues, some major issues. So now we'll pull up this one. So if you notice 388.52 is a very much a significant level, right? It's a very significant level. And right now we're still above it, 389.50 at this current moment. 388.64 is where we kind of landed yesterday, where we had that nice little pullback up to 390, come back down, kind of settled right here above 388.52. So now we kind of got this little just shy of $1 gap up at this current moment. So let's get a better look at this. So if you notice, here's the 200 SMA at 390.25. Notice that we cannot get back over it, right? We went for it twice yesterday. Okay, remember that? We went for it twice yesterday, and we could not get back over 390.48. But here it is, 390, the 390.25. That we can't get over. So, this being a wide range candle, we're kind of squeezed in between this 200 SMA, this 388.52 level. So, in my humble opinion, I believe we're going to break under 388.52 and come down and start retesting here first. 386.27. We break under that. Then next will be roughly about right here, 384.46 because this line here. So that's my expectation I'm looking for so far. Slight pullback, maybe a retest of 390.24 one more time before she pulls down, since she is a little bit of a gap up, right? So I'm looking for that kind of push up to 390.25. If it does, great. If it don't, no big deal. I know when to take position, so that way I can maximize as much as I can before it gets to 384. $6 move right there. So back to the 3-minute chart. So there you are. See, pre-market it hit 388.52 here. Was that right before market closed? 388.52. You see how she's reacting here? See why I said it's a very much of a significant level. So make sure that we play this correctly. There you are, right there, 390.21. What was it? 390.25, right? About right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's where the daily 200 SMA is. Okay. Now, if you want, on your 3-minute chart, you can do that. You can put in your lines. Here's my daily SMA that I saw. It'll adjust a cent or two here and there throughout the day because, of course, while the candles are playing out, the SMA is going to adjust here and there, especially on the daily chart. Okay, but that's okay. Now, some charts you can't really adjust. You can't put your 15-minute SMA on a 3-minute chart because it fluctuates too much. You want your let me show you all this. You want your SMAs, you want your indicators. I've seen people do this. You want your indicators to be different in each time frame. This is something a lot of people miss, and they wonder why they're hurting. You want your indicators to be different in each time frame. Why do you want it to be different? Good question. The reason why you want it to be different is because they actually play perfectly if you have them on different, if you have them locked on different time frames. 1 minute chart, that's the SMAs. 3 minute chart is their SMAs. I don't have my 1 minute chart SMAs locked in place and in the same place with all different time frames. All different time frames have a reason of why their indicators are different. It gives you price levels. If it breaks over the 1 minute chart levels, then you have the 3 minute charts levels you got to watch out for. If it breaks out of the 3 minute level charts, then you got to watch out for the 5 minute levels. What if it doesn't break over the 5 minute levels? It rejects on the 5 minute levels. And next thing you know, you can start ticking back downward again. Okay? And next you know, now you're getting a little bit more accurate, right? And of course, if it, what if like in this case, like just look at the chart currently, right? The 15-minute chart says we are rejecting on the 200 SMA, but the 1 minute and 3 minute chart and 5 minute chart says we're bouncing off the 200 SMA. Oh, what to do? What to do? Well, there here on the 30-minute chart, there's the 392.34, slightly above, right? Well, actually about $2 above the 390.25 that we saw on the daily chart, which is over here. Okay, so that's what I look for. So which way are we going? Well, that's another good question. The higher time frames are more powerful than the lower time frames. Okay, keep that in mind. Higher time frames are stronger than the lower time frames. So for me, if it cannot get over this level first, right? This level right there, 389.80. If it can't get over this level here, then these are going to fail. All right, they will not continue to hold the 200 SMAs up here if this one fails. But if you notice right there, 389.49, 389.35. What's this one? 380, 389.38. And then of course right here, 389.80. So right now, all these kind of dancing right here, all right, I'm expecting a breakdown. This is why I expect a breakdown because I look at the indicators and remember what I told you before. The indicators indicate that the people have bought the average price, because that's what this is, within 200 candles. So the price is right now at 389.80. That means the people have averaged in around within 200 candles, averaged in around $389.80 is where it's averaged out. So right now the price is currently under it. Now, in my opinion, this means that people are shorting this, not buying this. Okay, so a lot of people right now are looking for this to go short. Now, what if she don't? That's no big deal. Stop loss. Right there, see that double top, 390.18. If you bought options or shares at 380, 388.64, whatever the case may be, 380, somewhere around 388, 389, your stop loss needs to be around 380.19. You do not want to be, or 380.20, just in case it kind of does a little wick up and then drop, right? Make sure you can keep that in mind so that way your play can still stay valid, but at the same time, you don't want to keep writing this thing up, burning out your account because you're afraid to take stop losses, and you're also trying to hope and pray that it'll just come back. Oh, my account will be okay. It'll come back. I know it'll come back. Please, for the love of God, come back. And hopium just does not work. Okay? So let's not do that. Let's not try to use hopium to make you money. Let's stick to the actual plan at hand and let's make money the right way, right? Good setups, good movements. That's what we're looking for. So here we are is my little order form I got going on over here. So as you see, these are my options. They don't do jack diddly during pre-market. So anybody says they do, as you see, they don't. They don't do jack diddly. So here we are, getting a little bit closer look, right? This is a strong level right here, 388.52. This is a strong level right here. So I need kind of a good sizable candle to kind of bust through this. Because look at this, she's supporting very well on 380. You know, I see something like this. I need over here the breakdown in. I need breakdown in. I needed a breakdown in, okay? And then I need a continuation. So right now this is consolidation right here. You know, from this range 390.48 to this range was 387.62. Now we're kind of dancing between 390.48 and 388.52. This is consolidation. You see how the EMAs are kind of all intertwined. Okay. So when you see this, right, here's a nice little nugget in the bucket for you. When you see the 200 and the 50 is above the 200, what I've noticed, right, more times than not so far, that when the 50 SMA is above the 200, it's kind of like they slap it downward, not upward. They kind of like they slap it down. Have you ever noticed that? So kind of keep an eye on that, especially when the price is under the EMAs, right? The SMAs and all that. When the price is under, they kind of like just keep hitting his head, and then she drops. Y'all ever notice that? Kind of pay attention to that next time. And same thing when she goes above, right? See when she's above them, pop, 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 dancing pretty well, right? So as soon as she gets under 'em, ow, you know, ow, you know, ow, gotcha. Oh, oh, ha ha, you know. So you kind of keep an eye on that. But if you see like right here where the smaller SMAs above the bigger SMA, and it kind of just doink, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, just kind of keep an eye on that. And of course, when they're under, right? Price is getting over. Now this was still tucked in. This was still belly over. But guess what? Doink. You know. So next time you're trading, if you have these SMAs up, right, which a lot of people does, try to keep an eye on that next time. I think that'll help you out quite a bit. To help you stay safe, don't buy, whether it be the SPY or anything. Don't buy until she's at or above the EMAs. Right? Just put your entry like right here's a. Let's go over here. Kind of give you an idea what to do today. Right, you see how instead of trying to get in right here, right? Well, actually, this is probably a good spot because it is at the 200 SMA. This is a great buy setup. Okay, right? Let's really get into this portion right here. This is a good buy setup. This is almost what you want. Well, the price doesn't go that far under the 200 SMA, right? Draws a straight line, almost a straight line, right across the buy entry. This is almost perfect. You can put your buy entry right there. So if you see a setup like this, kind of pay attention to that. Look at this. But all of them are parallel. Look at this. They're like power lines. Bam, went up. It just kept going up. Even if you just took profits from here, right? 389.34 entry right there at the 200 SMA. 388.24. It's a dollar move, right? A little over a dollar move. Yeah, dollar and 10 move. So there you go. That's 100% right here. That's a good move right there. Let's say you got up to it got to here, right? Yeah, all right. I tell you what, if it stays above 3852, I'm gonna hold on to it. So I'm gonna go and lock in my profits around just shy of it, 388.50. I'm gonna see how this plays out. Look at this. This doesn't look promising, right? Look at this here. Look at the volume. It's not looking promising, but we're gonna take a look. We're gonna see how this plays out. Tick, tick, tick. What? Look at this. Riding, riding on the big wave, baby. Check it out. Let's see. Let's see. Tick, tick. Okay. Still riding at 388.50. Still riding at 388.50. Now, stop right here for a second. We got this hard. We got this high. We consolidation, staying above this little green indicator here. Came up, hit 389.60. Here we are, 389.60 again. Do you want to lock in profits now? Because she's kind of got some hesitation going here. Or do you want to give her a chance? Yeah. So I'll tell you what. I want to give her a chance, but I don't want to give her that much room anymore. So now, see right here, 389. I'm gonna move my stop from 388.50 to 389. I'm gonna go ahead and increase 50 cents. But see all that room I'm giving still? But I lock in more profit. So I'm gonna give her a little bit more room, but not too much room anymore. Because we got a double top up here, so I'm gonna lock in some more profits. Nice! Look at that. We got over the 389.60. Up here, 389.75. Guess what? We're moving up. 380. Now we're up at 389.25. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh! Bam! I think this is where we should take profits. What do y'all think? Right? 390.48. I think we should take profits up here. So that's it. Let's move our stop to here because conservatively, we don't have a target. If you have a target, your target should have been here before. But if you're kind of just scaling up, right? Because your target was down here ago, and you wasn't sure if you want to get to this target. Okay, no big deal. We're following this little green line right here. But we hit this target. So that being said, I kind of want to get tagged out now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stop right here at 389.75. Let's see. Now, if I can get a candle to go above this, then I'll take 390.48. Let's see. And oh, almost. Almost. Woo! That's almost there. Look at that. Ah. All right, there we go. Got tagged out. So, you had two choices there. Me, I don't mind. I don't mind leaving a little bit on the table. That's me, right? Because what if she does go up higher? Cool. I don't mind leaving a little bit on the table. From 389.75 all the way back to where we were, right? That's a good move. That's over a dollar plus move, almost $2 move right there. Okay? So you're able to make money pretty well off this simple little strategy just by following these little lines you got here, right? Stay safe. The more confident you get, the more likely you're going to be. But however, don't let yourself become cocky. Make sure you don't do that. Follow the chart, read the chart. Now, while we've been jibber jabbering and blah 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 blahing, let's scooch on over. All right, zoom out. Let's go take a look. Woohoo! What's going on with the SPY today? There we go. So, as you notice, right? We double topped up here, 390.20 coming down. Fell up under. What I tell you before, when these two are up and angling downward, at the 200 SMA, what does it do? Boop, drops. So this is why I say kind of keep an eye on that when you do when you're playing these out, right? Don't let your biasness or your ego, your need to be right to overthrow what the chart is telling you. Chart's telling you what to look for. Chart is telling you right off the bat that, hey, look, I'm going in a certain direction. Do not be fooled. I'm going in a certain direction. And that's what the market is trying to do right now. The market is trying to tell y'all which way she's going. So I hope you guys are listening. Don't be doing calls unless she bounces right here off of 388.52, right? Um, if she can bounce off 388.52, You might can scalp some calls, but for me, I'm going to stay bearish today. Is that being biased? No, that's because what the chart is saying. Look down here, right? Look over here. This 15-minute chart. Look over here, the 30-minute chart, right? Look here, 5-minute chart. We're under all of them. Why would I not think bearish? The chart is telling me she's bearish. Now, can she change position? Absolutely, right? As long as she hits 388.52 and holds above here, we can get back up to higher levels. But, okay, I would not be trying to do calls until it hits 388.52 and maybe tries to come back and hits 390.48. That's $1,000 move right there if you can do if you can do 1,000 shares, right? $100 if you do 100 shares. So kind of keep that in mind when you do things like this. All right. So I hope you got the idea of what the SPY is going to do today, because I guarantee I feel like a lot of people's going to get burnt because they need to be right. Their biasness, their refusal to wake up and read the chart. They think they're woke. Oh, your narrative is so wrong, but yet I keep becoming right. Why? Because I'm listening to the chart. I'm not listening to the noise. Keep the noise out of your head. Listen to the chart. Your chart is your best friend on analyzing, taking positions, getting in great entries. The chart is your best friend, not the noise. Okay? Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen to the masses. Listen to the chart. Chart will tell you every time. Chart will never tell you wrong. You may read it wrong. You may misunderstand this chart. But yeah, so you may misunderstand this chart, but the chart was not telling you wrong. You just got to learn how to understand the chart better. The more you understand this chart, the more you realize chart is the chart. The chart won't steer you wrong. Read the chart, learn from the chart. Chart will make you money. All right? Chart, 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 chart. So, anyway, my name is Nick. This is Niker's Bullpen. I hope you enjoyed this. A little bit of a nice how to analyze the charts, how to look it over, how to properly use your indicators, and how to take positions off your indicators, off trends, and to be able to lock in profits along the way. Hopefully, this video right here is educational enough to help build your account, your portfolio, because we just dropped another nugget in the bucket and put another wrinkle in your noodle, so that way you can become more professional and profitable as a trader. Again, my name is Nick. This is Niker's Bullpen. Share, like, subscribe. Please do all the fun stuff so that way we can keep doing this and educating and making you guys money and all that jibber jabbers and jobbers and jobbers. And that's it for me.